Welcome back to the grind. We're going to talk about the preview of Kathool, the Withermoon Festive Legendary Ice Sorcerer that was just previewed on stream today. I really like the design of this dragon. I think all the dragons this season have actually been really cool looking, and some new spells with each of them as well. This new passive spell on this dragon, Kathool, is Eternal Might, which massively increases the dragon's health and breath damage, and this is a permanent passive effect. So I guess they try to keep the base stats of most dragons pretty similar, and the way of increasing Kathool's base stats was by giving him this passive. So now let's talk about his other spells. So he has a red spell, Elder Sign, which will be activated the first time to produce a shield that will protect the dragon or reduce damage to the dragon, and on the next cast will remove the shield, but at that time will both damage and debuff towers. So it will do a burst amount of damage to the towers, as well as, I assume, decrease the damage that the towers will deal or make them easier to destroy. And then the passive Eternal Might, and then Awaken. It's a white spell which you'll activate to deal damage to the towers and become briefly invincible and fully restore health and rage on cast. This spell will be Kathool's only way to heal and regenerate rage outside of the base rage regeneration, but it will only be allowed to be cast one time. So you will want to make sure to use it at the most ideal time, right before you're about to die, and when you have 0 rage. So don't use it too early. The next spell, which I believe will be the main spell for this dragon, and the details of this spell will be critical, is Touch of the Deep. Now this will deal damage and freeze buildings in an area, and the amount of damage and the area it affects, as well as the rage cost and cooldown, will be what makes or breaks this dragon in my mind. So before I decide on whether or not I think this dragon will be reasonable or viable or not, I do want to wait and see the details of this spell. However, I think it does have potential to be at least a fun and average strength dragon, and with a little bit of skill required for when to use the Awaken and how to time the Touch of the Deep. So it may be a little bit more fun than some other dragons, but we'll have to wait and see what the details show next week. So keep an eye out on my channel for that video.